And do we want to talk briefly about the Impact taping?
Sure. Yeah. We're already at an hour, so let's make it brief. But yeah, we went to the Impact tapings on August what the fuck was the date? It's Monday
13th?
the 15th. So it would have been the 13th. Yes.
That was my parents' anniversary.
Oh, really?
It was.
I didn't know that. Well,
and
yeah.
Also a big thank you to Zicky Dice who threw us the tickets.
Yes, thank you very much. It was
He'll
a
be on the
blast.
pod soon.
Yeah, that was my third ever wrestling show.
Short notice, because last time we chatted, these tickets weren't. I was just trying to get, because I mean, I love the dude. He's a very close friend. So I just wanted to get together with him when he got back in Chicago. And then he was like, yo, I don't know if I'll be able to hang out much, but you want tickets? I was like, sure, man. Appreciate it. Always happy to come watch you. I think the biggest takeaway for me from the Impact tapings is there is a gentleman by the name of Black Taurus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Who is a Lucha Mantar.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. It was Laredo Kid, Trey Miguel, Black Taurus, and I forgot the other gentleman, but they put on a four-way that stole both sets of tapings. Absolutely unbelievable.
That episode, that was the match of the night. It was the first time I'd ever watched a wrestling match, and I apologize because I've also watched you wrestle live, and I apologize saying
I
this.
know what I'm capable of. Calm down.
Okay, well, you were
not capable of, for that matter.
For the record, it's not just you that was in the ring. I believe you. I don't even remember if this is true or not. So it could have even happened, but I watched you wrestle, and you oh yeah, I had all that stuff. But I was also extremely tired when I watched you wrestle. So you got a lot of emotion out of me when I watched you wrestle too. So it was a lot. But when I watched that four-way, that was the semi-main, I fucking leaped to my feet out of pure instinct. It was one of those fucking matches where I left my seat out of pure emotional, just, oh my fucking God. It was that kind of a match.
Yeah. And I, to touch upon that, I don't know how often you saw me and Joey Britton and I, we've been working for around the same time. So around 14, 15 years, he and I, we watch wrestling very different than fans watch wrestling.
I noticed.
And so I'm not as easily oh wow, that was awesome. I'm not as captivated. I more critique things. I appreciate things, or we jumped off the bleachers multiple times and I was pumping my fist in the air. It was just, there were so many fuck yeah moments. Yeah. There was one moment where I want to say it was Laredo Kid who goes for a moonsault from the top rope, but the way he throws his body, it looks like he slips. And so we were scared, but no, he just does a different variation of the moonsault that's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, man. There was so many moments watching that match where I was just like, holy fuck, holy, oh my God, what the fuck? Ah! And the thing is, right, is I don't watch Impact on a weekly basis. And usually, I can't keep up with weekly wrestling on TV. I would like to, at least for certain shows, but I say certain shows because 3 hours of Raw, at least before the Vince getting rightly kicked out thing happened, it just sounded like torture. And I don't even have mom time to bolster the reason. I have certain things in the way of me doing that. I don't have TV and yada fucking yada. Not the point.
I was going to say, we get it. Come on, keep going.
Getting to it. Not knowing why these people are having their match. In a lot of these matches, I felt kind of hindered why I would give a fuck. And so there were a lot of matches on that show where I was like, oh, this is starting to get, okay, it's done. And then, and then there were a lot of matches where it was like, okay. And it's okay.
And then one big thing about these types of matches too is you throw them together, so you're like, okay, it'll be a spot fest. So cool. But they sold just about everything. Black Taurus in particular, who was the big guy in the base for the match for the Luchas, and he was taking bumps and he was selling hard. That's what made you appreciate the psychology of the match even more, because they weren't just popping up to do more cool stuff. They were selling, and desperation, they get something. And you're like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, because so often you see, like, one of the biggest problems with small guy, big guy matches is that they forget one of the reasons why it's compelling to see flippy shit is flippy shit happens. Big guy is getting, oh shit, I finally catch you, beat the shit out of you, and all of a sudden, you can't do so much flippy shit because you're physically beating the shit out of, so you have to do less flippy shit, start working a different style, so you build up the stamina, you're building up, and then you do one more flurry of flippy shit, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
But that psychology gets lost when you all of a sudden you do flippy shit, big guy catches you, beats the shit out of you, and then all of a sudden you're doing a top rope plancha out of the fucking whatever.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck? You just got the shit kicked out of you. How the hell are you doing fucking top rope dives and flipping the fuck out? Like, if you just got power bombed, you are not jumping around and running around 2 seconds later. You don't have air to breathe unless you did not really get hurt. And then my believability is gone.
Exactly.
So the only way it makes sense. And that's why some of the best big man, little man matches were like Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker, because Rey Mysterio knew when to slow the fuck down. He would start the match going fast, then Undertaker would catch him and slow him down. And then he would work him down, and Undertaker would get chopped down by Mysterio, working him down with strikes, and he would not be running around doing it. He would be working him technical style, and then have one big flurry of fast shit later after he's built up fucking stamina again. Like, psychology.
And that's how wrestling works.
Yeah. If you explain the joke, it's funny.
No, but I mean, but that's why we have the podcast, is because like we're going to talk, guys, in the future, especially like when we break down like who like our favorites and stuff like that. It's stuff we'll get into because it's stuff like some people like don't care so much about psychology, but for me, I get taken out of matches with lack of psychology, or a lack of psychology of just moves in general. Because like you said, would you really be doing that if this happened, like X happened and Y happened? But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah. Point is, the psychology was really good in that 4-way.